Hello, everyone. Today we are talking about The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. This game was released near the end of the Wii's life cycle, and it even came with a special remote that had increased motion capabilities just to play this specific game. I'm just going to say it right out the gate. I hate this game. I despise this game on a level that I did not understand. It's yeah. Okay. Well, first of all, let me just get out of the way what everyone else thinks about this game. Is that the best part about it is Groose. It is the actual sub-characters besides Link. Groose is, he's hilarious. He's this big, arrogant Chad who is also a giant scaredy cat and also takes all the credit for when Link does something and actually bullies Link, which I think is really funny. So he's this arrogant Chad who ends up becoming like Link's friend when, things get really tough. And basically bullies Link until Zelda steps in and like saves him, basically, which I think is really funny. And the other thing is that Groose's theme is also the same theme as the pirates from Wind Waker, which is just the funniest thing. Yeah, that's pretty much the best part of this game. So why do I despise this game? Well, first of all, this is trying to tell the origin story of the Zelda series, and because this is the game, it does it so poorly, and there's so many things wrong. First of all, the aesthetic. It's kind of cel-shaded, but it's like Twilight Princess cel-shaded. And it's just this dumb, stupid thing. And what I hate of all things is Link's lip, his skyward lip, which is just protruding out and like colored. It's so stupid. I hate the look of Skyward Sword Link. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. It looks dumb. He looks like an idiot. Zelda in this game is also great. I should have mentioned that. She's a great character. Link, he is whatever. I just hate his look. I don't know what else to say. It feels cheap. It feels cheesy. And the design and aesthetics of this game feel like a Fisher Price. I don't know how else to describe it. Also, the designs of the enemies in this game is abysmal. The bokoblins look like, little toys. And the big thing, I think, is the main enemy or the main antagonist, which is Demise. This is supposed to be the element of evil itself, from which all the Ganondorfs in each, game derive their essence from. It is this essence of evil darkness. And the thing that is the essence of evil and darkness in this universe looks like a children's toy. It's a bipedal thing with teeth. That's it. The I don't know what happened, but the design of Zelda used to be so well done that it would essentially rival Dark Souls. And at the time when this game came out, when is also roughly the time Dark Souls came out, it is absolutely pathetic. It is absolutely brutally sad how far Zelda has fallen. What I also extremely hate is the fact that they're like, actually, the Master Sword is sentient and is part of advanced technology, and actually, it works like a computer. And so therefore, when your Wiimote is low on batteries, the AI inside the Wiimote, which is now called Phi, or Phi, it's probably Phi because it's a Greek number, is like, oh, Master, recharge your Master Sword because you use the sword now. So the main thing that they did with this, I don't know, maybe they looked at the thing for Metal Gear Rising, is now you can slash in almost any direction. And so all the enemies in the game now, they all have like a vertical or horizontal line on their body indicating, hey, if you hit them in this one way, they will die pretty much instantly, or you can bash them the other way. And all the bosses are designed around this mechanic. You just hit them in a particular way. But again, on that point, all the bosses are totally forgettable. The dungeons are totally forgettable. The items you get in the dungeons are totally forgettable. Everything about this game is forgettable and is bad, and it sucks. And it's really bad because this is apparently the origin story of Zelda that they tried to do. The origin of the goddess, the origin of everything. And I hate this game. And it's funny that this game has the Sky Islands, which wouldn't appear until Tears of the Kingdom. But the Sky Islands you explore are so small, so abysmal, lacking in character, quality, and content that it is shockingly bad. This Zelda is shockingly bad. I mean, everything in this game was an introduction of the building pieces that would become Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, but I don't know where it's like all the effort went in there. This is the first game that introduced a stamina wheel, and it's like, okay, cool, I guess. Everything about this game, frankly, just sucks. The enemy design is like, it's meant for not even children, like toddler design. I don't understand where they went so wrong, why everything looks so soulless, so empty, so lifeless, so dumb, so stupid. And again, it's Zelda and Groose that are the only good things about this game. Shockingly, it's so weird. There is actually one scene in this game which is really cool, which is based on an Asian myth of the String of Hope, I think. And there's this one part in like the fourth or third temple where you're stuck in this like underworld part, and all these like souls or like things in the dark are coming for you, and there's like one spider web thread that you use to basically yank yourself out of there and escape this little mini hell's place, which I think is pretty cool actually. But yeah, the environments in this game are forgettable. You get like one item that's that blows gusts of wind. You have another item that's like a little like scarab that flies through the air and latches onto people. I think I just realized that's actually an item in Smash Brothers, and I never connected it was from Zelda. Oh my god. There is also gosh, what else is there? There's something that like controls the sand or something. Also, like again, look at the design for the boss Tantalus. Like it looks beyond cartoony. It looks so ridiculous. Like this game has one of the worst aesthetics ever. It has a stupid gameplay mechanic where you have to, well, actually when you raise your sword and you have to like, basically charge it up because every time you point to the sky it becomes super powered. Again, the side things that came about from this game are more important than the game itself. The Zelda manga that I forget, it's like Akira Hamiyoya or something. She writes a lot of the Zelda manga, and it's just adaptations or her interpretations of like the games and like a few chapters. And she ended up doing, I think, or I'm not actually sure, the kind of in manga for Hyrule Historia, which is an interpretation of this, if not before it. That in and of itself is insane and incredible. It's super, super cool. That little manga thing, the entire Hyrule Historia is not really worth it in my opinion, except for that manga at the end, which is just super, super cool looking. Again, they kind of said, oh, what if Hyrule was, underwater? And now they're like, what if Hyrule was, in the sky or beneath the clouds, and you lived isolated from it all this time. I have to admit, it is fun when you jump off and you get a wing loft or a sky loft to come up under you and pick you up. But everyone kind of implicitly or explicitly agrees that this Zelda is probably the worst modern Zelda that we've gotten. There's just something about it that is completely forgettable and kind of ugly and bad, and we just don't like it. And again, Fi's theme song is actually really nice, really cool, very mystical, and everything else sucks. I'm just going in between things I kind of like about this game and most things that are bad. And in a lot of cases, a lot of things in this game aren't bad. They're worse than that. They are forgettable. And that is a really terrible thing to say about a Zelda game, like how far it's fallen. And I mean, thankfully they picked themselves up and made Breath of the Wild after this, but it did take them. Again, I don't even remember like the the stones you had to get or the dungeons really. I do remember though what was really actually cool, what was kind of almost worth it, was the final fight in this game when Demise turns into his Ganondorf form. That looks more like the embodiment of all evil in the universe, and that boss fight is actually epic, and it kind of almost comes out of nowhere. Just so much of this game is so forgettable. I want to recommend it to people, but oh my god, it sucks. It sucks so bad. It is so not fun, and the raising of the Wiimote to the sky, just no, no, no. It's not fun. It's only cool and fun in the final boss fight, but everything else to get there, no, not about that. So this is a really weird entry for me. This is where I think, I mean, like, again, when your favorite franchises start suffering like this and they just start sucking so bad, you have to wonder, like, what is going on? And you wonder about, honestly, quitting the hobby entirely. But you're like, no, we'll give them another chance. And of course, you know, they did redeem themselves with other games. But again, part of the reason I realize I'm doing this whole review series is that gaming has gotten so bad now that I don't even care or want to care about the upcoming games because they're just not good. And I'm just kind of stuck in this review mode where I'm like, oh yeah, this is when games were kind of good and fun to play. And it's no longer the case. If this game had a different aesthetic, would that help things? Maybe a little bit, but no, from a core fundamental perspective, this game is just not fun. And I don't know what else to say about this. I feel like maybe they threw up their hands and said, you know, we can't do this original Zelda formula anymore. We have to do open a world and adapt and reformat everything. And that's what they did. And it was a huge success, fortunately for them. But this is when I felt honestly let down by a video game and a franchise. That's the only word the only expression I can put it as. I felt let down. Just everything in this game, nothing came off as serious or interesting except for like a couple moments. Everything else felt gimmicky and pandering, like they were out of ideas. I don't know what else to say. You know, I said I'm just super upset by this game, and I just honestly, I'd rather just forget about it. Anyway, there's the game. If you have to play it all until you get to like the final boss fight, you know, I might be worth it, but really it's bad, and that can only be experienced firsthand exactly how bad it is. Anyway, guys, I think I'll leave you with that, and I'll see you later. Bye.